They gathered in the grand hall for the annual promotion ceremony. Rows of crisp uniforms, polished medals catching the morning light, and the quiet expectation of a routine event. But everything changed the second the doors opened at 0900 hours. A woman walked in. Her uniform was pristine, almost unreal, her posture perfect, her step silent. But it was the ribbon bar on her chest, specifically one tiny ribbon with a silver fracture, that made several officers stiffen. Only a handful of people on Earth wore that ribbon. Most soldiers doubted it even existed. Captain Dorian whispered, "Who is she?" Lieutenant Marks shook his head. Never seen her. They were about to. Colonel Ramirez, the commanding officer, was mid-speech when he spotted her. His voice faltered, just for a heartbeat. Then, in a tone only heard on battlefields, he said, "Operator?" The hall fell silent. Operators did not appear in public ceremonies. They belonged in shadows, not ballrooms. Then Major Kellerman, famous for ego, infamous for disrespect, stepped toward her with a smirk. No salute. No nod. Just a poke to her shoulder. "You're blocking the aisle, sweetheart." The air cracked. 1,000 people had the same thought. He did not just call her sweetheart. Kellerman took a step closer. "I said move." His hand rose. More insult than strike. But before it reached her face, she caught his wrist midair. Effortless. Controlled. She released him like dust. The room froze. Colonel Ramirez stormed forward, fury burning in his eyes. "Major, she outranks everyone here." Kellerman blinked. "Sir, what?" Ramirez tapped the stars on his own shoulder. "She outranks these. That ribbon on her chest, only 6 people alive wear it." A wave of shock rippled through the hall. Rumors spread like wildfire. Is she Special Forces? Above that. Shadow Command? Does she really outrank generals? But the truth was worse and far more dangerous. Ramirez approached her with reverence. "Operator, your presence here means one thing." She nodded once. "Yes, sir." "Ladies and gentlemen," Ramirez announced to the hall, "there has been a breach, and only she can address it." Gasps echoed. A breach requiring an operator? Unthinkable. The ceremony was no longer a ceremony. Ramirez lowered his voice. "Operator, confirm it." Her reply was flat, cold, final. "Breach is active. Protocol 7. The room erupted in whispers. Protocol 7 was whispered about like a legend, activated only for the highest, darkest threats. Kellerman stammered. "What rank outranks generals?" "You were never meant to know," Ramirez said sharply. "She is an operator of strategic deterrence." Silence fell so heavy, it felt like the air disappeared. That title didn't exist. Not publicly. Not on any chain of command chart. Not anywhere except rumors of the Shadow Command. A body above generals, above doctrine, above everything. "Operator," Ramirez said, "is the target confirmed?" She answered without blinking. "Target designation K9 breach containment during transfer." Kellerman scoffed weakly. "K9? A dog unit?" She finally turned her head just enough to speak. "K9 is not a dog, Major." Her tone alone made him go pale. Ramirez's jaw tightened. God help us. The hall trembled as Ramirez asked a question no one wanted spoken. "Who activated the protocol?" "I did." A chill swept through the room. Only someone with unimaginable authority could activate a top-level threat protocol. Alone. Ramirez nodded. "Then the mission is yours." She turned to leave, but paused when Ramirez called out. "They need to know what's at stake." She faced the hall, eyes cold, voice like a scalpel. "K9 is not an escaped asset, it's an escaped operative." Shock rolled through the formation. "And she is the only one authorized to bring it back," Ramirez added. Kellerman swallowed. Why only you?" Her answer hollowed the room. "Because I trained it." Silence. Then Ramirez, trying to steady the troops, asked, "The hall deserves context." She stepped forward, hands behind her back, posture too precise to belong to a normal soldier. Project K-9 was never meant for war as you understand it. It was not a weapon, not a machine. It was a human operator engineered for deep strike infiltration. Zero hesitation, zero fear. A captain whispered, "You're saying it's stronger than a SEAL?" She corrected him calmly. Stronger than a SEAL team. Ramirez stepped closer. "And you trained it alone?" For the first time, something flickered behind her eyes. A shadow. 18 months, she said. Strength, precision, escape, disguise, and above all, obedience. The hall flinched at the word. Kellerman whispered, "It stopped obeying?" She shook her head. It didn't stop, it outgrew it. Before anyone could respond, alarms blared. Red lights flooded the hall. A corporal sprinted in. "Sir, Sector 9 breached, fence torn apart. No tools, no tracks, just raw force." "It avoided all personnel," he added, shaking. She didn't look surprised. "Sector 9 is where we ran tracking drills." A realization hit the room like a detonation. It was calling her out. Ramirez's voice trembled. "What does it want?" Her answer was immediate. "Validation." Kellerman blinked. "Validation for what?" "To prove it's good enough to replace me." Ramirez stepped aside, clearing her path, the highest respect a commander could offer. She walked toward the exit, every step controlled, lethal, silent. At the doorway, she paused and addressed the hall. "Maintain lockdown. Do not engage it. This fight is mine." No one dared to breathe. The doors sealed behind her, and Ramirez whispered what everyone now believed. "God help K-9, because she won't."